She cried my queen, I cried too. We both see things, how you held me down. We both built things, woo, woo. Why you? I cried too.
Why you? Man, I have to really give credit to Jon on this one. Cause like this one and On the Run is kind of like he's like a mad scientist. Cause like in the studio, the process of just freestyling and coming up with different thoughts and having different ideas. And then like I would step away with it. He would keep working it and kind of construct the idea of a formula. So he pulled like a freestyle of which became the hook of like why you, and this vulnerability of a king that's really wanted to cry with his queen. And when I had wrote this song originally with what he pulled, it was kind of like a spoken word piece I had wrote called Arrows for My Queen, and just reflective of like thinking about my sisters and thinking about one of my best friends who happens to be a female and stuff she had went through with breaking up with somebody. And I just wanted to be a perspective of a man on the other side of like recognizing that. And in the midst of that, then the writing, after we solidified what the hook was going to be, and as a writer and going back, I started like, hey man, I got to come clean on this track, So it left me at a level of vulnerability. Plus, this brother had me singing on this track, so and I usually don't really sing, but like working with mixed conception and just being challenged that way, it just opened me up to it. And I think each verse sounds so differently. And one of the reasons I really like this record, it's almost like 3 different MCs. And then the last verse is from this song I was working on called Kiss the Pinky Ring. But it's like it makes sense. It's all pulled together. And it's so also similar to So in Love. It's kind of like three characters, but I think the through line's a little stronger. He's just expressing this idea of like letters wishing you well all by myself, but it's like this relationship's still toxic. I can't get back with you. And like both parties are crying, but I'm still willing to go through this with you and cry. And then the second verse is just like admitting what happened. And then just the references of the Lost Boys and losing Renee and just losing someone you're compatible with for certain reasons. But also I think I say something about that kept the crops growing. So this is a metaphor for the tears as being rain. And you need rain for crops to grow. So it is growth and sadness, it's like I just want to dance in the sorrows, so it's like this energy of like being completely honest and allowing yourself, similar to Electric Boogaloo, allowing yourself to grow from the pain and the hurt. And I think like what strengthened this song was the isolation that I was in as an artist, just being at home and not being able to go out because what was happening in the pandemic. It gives one a lot of time to think. Gives one a lot of time to think about past relationship, people, situations, and things you've been in. And it doesn't always necessarily pertain to another person when I speak about relationship, because it's like you can let go a lot of things. You can let go of career. You can let go of job. So it's about this disconnection, but also like, man, maybe these tears will help us heal. And it's like I sympathize with the other party. I understand, particularly in this party, I think it's specific that it is a queen. So in this particular record, I'm trying to just like really like let the women I love and the women that are important to me, let them know that, hey man, this king will cry with you. I'll ride out with you. And like, we all have feelings. So it's just the understanding of that reality. And I think that's what makes that record a strong record. And the hook, it just comes out of nowhere and it just works, man. And that's the genius of Jon and bringing it together, because like honestly, I didn't hear it that way at first, and I was like, all right, boom. And to me, it's got this old school hip hop vibes. Like anytime I hear that record, when that hook comes in, I feel like I'm in a house party or something. I'm just dancing and everybody's sweating. Why you? And it's like boom, and it bounces. And then the crescendos of the beat and the openness of it, it really allowed me to stretch as an artist and try new things. So that's why I really like that record, because it challenged me.